So today we're going to take a second to go over a jump starter that was sent out to me by GOOLOO to try out and test in exchange for this review. So while this was provided by GOOLOO, all the opinions and testing in this are my own, and I'm under no obligation to say anything I don't actually mean. So with that being said, this GOOLOO model here is a GT4000S. This is a 4,000 amp rated jump starter pack, which is going to be rated to be able to actually jump start a lot of your diesel trucks. So basically it's up to a 10-liter diesel engine or a 12-liter gas engine. And that's actually kind of a big deal because on a lot of your diesel trucks, obviously, you've got two batteries that you got to deal with. It takes quite a bit of juice to get these trucks going. So something like this is going to actually have enough power to be able to get that truck going, even in some of the worst conditions. Now, fortunately for you guys, unfortunately for me, I did have a couple dead batteries here on the farm that I had to actually get going and I need to get addressed. I did go ahead and get the battery in my mower replaced. So I'm going to show you the testing I did on that because that one's actually already got the new battery in it. We actually tested this jump starter out on that before I actually replaced the battery, as well as I've got a tractor over here that we're going to go to here in just a second. And that tractor has been a pain in my butt all winter. And usually if I let that tractor sit for 4 to 6 days, the battery's dead the next time I come out there, which is exactly what we've got going on here. I need to get the battery replaced. In fact, I've got a new battery sitting here on the floor, so we're gonna be getting that done after I get this video knocked out for you guys. As far as this unit here goes, these things are pretty self-explanatory, but just in case you guys have never actually done one of these little jump starter packs, let's real quickly run over how to actually use this unit. So we're going to turn the power on this one. And what I like about this unit here is it does have a nice, large, easy to read display. And you'll see here that right now I've got it turned on. We're sitting at 98% battery life. That's because I had to start the mower yesterday. It was at 100% before that. So little batteries like zero-turn mowers, for example, don't take up a lot of juice when you're jump starting these things. Now that battery on that mower was at 1.8 volts when I tried to get that thing and started running the first time. I went ahead and tried to run a repair cycle with using one of my NOCO Genius 10 chargers that I've got. I was able to get that battery from 1.8 up to that 9.5 volt range or so, which still just wasn't enough to be able to start the mower under its own power. So this little guy right here was great and get that thing going. So at least I could get to grass mode yesterday before I put the battery in it. Now something like this diesel truck here, if this thing was really needing some help, I have seen these units. I don't have a test right here for you right this second. In my experience, after testing a couple dozen of these things, typically on a truck when it's super cold outside and you're having a hard time getting that thing to turn over, you could take 20 to 30% of the battery life away from this unit just by one jump start. It's just something to keep in mind. I try to keep these units at least 60%. That's just kind of personal preference for me in terms of battery life. Honestly, if I remember and I have this unit close by, I just go throw it on the charger and I get it topped off. I'd rather have a battery with 100% on it than none at all. That's also something I want to talk about on this unit here as well, is the fact that this has a feature I haven't seen on a lot of the other jump starters out there. So this is actually capable of charging up to 100 watts in and out. So what that means is you've got a charger capable of plugging into the wall and charging up to 100 watts. This unit can accept that, which means it's extremely fast to be able to charge this thing. You can get this thing completely charged from 0 up to that 100% and have this thing fully charged in about an hour, hour and a half or so, which I thought was pretty cool because a lot of the units, it takes 2-3 hours in some cases. Now, if you don't have a 100 watt charger and you've only got like a 45 watt charger, it is going to take longer to charge this unit. That's just something worth mentioning. Now, let's go ahead and go over the accessories in this kit here real quick, then we'll hop over to the tractor. But basically what you're going to get, this is the main part of the unit here, other than the actual pack itself, is your jumper cables here. For whatever reason, all these brands have cables about this same length. So the big thing that I always look at is if they have a little bit longer length, it's worth mentioning. This one here is probably a couple inches longer than some of the other brands out there. So while it still looks short, it's actually some of the longer cables that I've experienced. And then you also want to look at the build quality on your clamps. Now these clamps here are actually built really well. They're probably in the top 2 or 3 in terms of the packs that I've had out there in terms of build quality. And they've got a nice clamping force to them when you put them on the battery terminals. They also do include still 12 volt adapters, a couple different USB charging cables, so you don't have to actually run around and source those yourself. And then you also get this 12 volt adapter here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop on the tractor. I want to spend the rest of my video out there showing you guys just how this thing actually works. We'll see how much battery life it takes off the unit as well when we try to jump start it, just to kind of give you guys a feel for how this unit might work in a scenario for you. Okay, so out here at the tractor, I've got my multimeter out here hooked up just to show you exactly what the voltage is right now. We're sitting at 11.7 volts, which is actually a little higher than what I'm used to. A few times I've tested this thing over the winter, I was in that 9 volt range. But nonetheless, we should be able to still do the test. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can crank this thing over real quick. Then we'll hook that jump starter up and we'll see how easily it actually can jump start this tractor here real quick. So it tried, but it couldn't get it under its own power. So let's go and get this jump starter hooked up now and see if we can get this thing started. So basically all we're gonna do is hook up the cables to the end of this unit here. This does get a little bit on the awkward side just because the cables are so short, but like I mentioned, pretty much every brand out there for whatever reason keeps these cables a little bit on the shorter side. We'll get the positive hooked up. as well as the negative. Now something else that's really cool about this unit, and pretty much every unit out there, is they do have protections built in. So if you were to actually get these cables hooked up the wrong direction by accident, this one will actually beep at you and give you an audible tone, as well as an icon on the screen, so you can switch that thing around. Now I got this thing hooked up. It says ready on the screen. We could go ahead and just try to jump start the tractor and see if it goes. I typically go ahead and hit that boost button though. You'll hear that thing click. Now let's go ahead and get the tractor started. Now this thing should just fire right up because it doesn't need that much juice. Just like that. So that's all there is to actually getting this little unit here set up and going on the tractor. Now you'll see on the screen, I told you we'd see how much battery life that actually took from the unit. By jump starting that, we started at 98%, we're down to 86%. So it took about 12% of the battery life in this unit to be able to get this tractor to start. Now you can kind of see why it might take 20 or even 30. I've even seen as high as 40% of the battery life just to get the diesel truck started. At the beginning of the winter, before I upgraded to a newer truck, I had an 07 5.9 Cummins, and I was using these units to jumpstart that thing quite regularly just because the batteries are weaker in that as well. And there were a few instances with a few of these units, not this particular one, but several of the other units that I've tried that are in the same kind of category in terms of the 4,000 amps, that it would take, 40% of the battery life to get that truck to start, especially on those super cold days when you're running either glow plugs or the grid heater, depending on which truck you've got out there. So that's just something worth keeping in mind. But nonetheless, this GOOLOO 4,000 amp jump starter, I think it's going to be a really valid option for a lot of you guys out there. It's something you can very easily throw underneath the back seat in your pickup, maybe in the bed of your toolbox. For me, it's a night and day difference between having to keep jumper cables on us like we did back in the day. But other than that though, guys, I think that's all I've got for you in this video. Be safe out there, make it a great week. We'll catch you guys on the next video.